How's it going, everybody? It is Lockhart here, and I wanted to talk to you guys today about the Overlord Gacha game. Not the first one, the second one. And I've tried to record. This is this is going on 15 times recording this video, and I keep ending up on I just feel like I'm bashing the game, and that's all I'm doing. And I feel like that's not okay because I want to be constructive. But anyway, it's a Crunchyroll game. And that in itself, I think probably just gonna turn a lot of people off. And the second thing is this is like a remake or whatever, but I feel like it suffers from issues that are similar to like Netmarble. I feel like you can classify or group them together as games that are probably you can probably avoid it. Like, you do not have to play if you really don't want to, because the game's not gonna be that great. And that's kind of the case here. I feel like the bones of it are not bad. For me, I enjoy the anime, and I've only enjoyed the anime. I've never read the manga. So I wanted to see a lot of the characters that I don't really get to see in the anime and get spoken about a lot, get kind of, brought to life in this, right? Like, I think that makes sense. I think a lot of people play these kind of IPs, but it suffers from a lot of things, like, the copy system in this game kind of sucks. It's not like you get one copy. It's a shard system. And the shard system is super feels bad when you can't farm enough shards in order to make meaningful progress. And I say that because Final Fantasy War of the Visions started with a shard system, which I think a lot of people were like, whoa, yo, this sucks. Because you pull the first copy and you pull the second copy and boom, you awaken once. But then you got to pull 2 more copies because now you need 80 shards. And then boom, you awaken twice. But now you got to pull 3 copies because you need 120. And then it's 160, and then it's 200. And that's a freaking lot. And in War of the Visions, that sucked because there wasn't a lot or enough ways to really pull for generic shards or farm shards in order for you to actually get that grind and get that feeling of progress soon enough. So in the early days, people were like, yo, the rates suck, the pulling gacha system sucks, and you're kind of ruining Final Fantasy Tactics. And I feel that this is, for me, is very similar, because they have so many leveling systems in place that feel like a waste of time, to be honest, because it turns this game into a full game, but then most of the times you're just farming in order to get materials in terms of getting the right stat, substats and all that stuff. And it's just pure nonsense, because I think Overlord is great. I don't think it's going to be anybody's main game. And if you can't read the room and kind of figure that out, maybe get back to the drawing board, make some things easier than others, and make it make sense, because you're just gonna have the game's just gonna die on its own if it's not already dead. I don't know, it's been a while. I haven't actually spoken to anybody about who's ever played this game. I don't even go onto the Discord to see if the Discord's alive, or Reddit, or any of that stuff. This is just from my personal perspective. I mean, the whole thing is, but whatever. The combat, as you can see, has auto. That's fine. But when you're leveling up your characters, I think some of the things are, it's just too many materials all over the place that you need, that sometimes you have to share amongst other aspects of the game and character building, that just kind of sucks. When you go to your characters, you have to farm for a whole bunch of things. So you have your light cone, right? Or I forgot what this is called. Let's just call it the light cone, because that's what most of us will probably know it at, or signature weapon. You gotta level that. Then you go in here, and then you gotta level up the skills, which you can't do for free, and you can't do freely either, which super sucks, but it is what it is. So you have to kind of really pick and choose your characters. Then you gotta level up these things, and these accessories come with these items, and you can farm for these items, but guess what? You need energy to farm for these items in order to do it, and you only have 200 a day, or else you have to spend and use more. And then you get into the relic system. You want to get a kit, and you want to be able to get the right substats. Do not judge me for what's here, because honestly, I am very casual, and it is what it is. And eventually you get into like the awakened portion, which you can also farm, and you can get these like shards for, but you have to go through like the supreme one thingy-mabob, and it's just like, why and the shard system I was talking about is even worse in this game. And I say worse because like it's actually each of these stars are broken up into 3. So I need 60 stars to get a third. So that means I need 180 to get the full. And that is crazy. That is crazy. Because some of these characters start off as 3, which is fine. And then so you need, I think it was 20, 20, 20, then 40, 40, 40, 60, 60, 60. It's like, what? I already have to farm like all of this, and you're gonna, and then I have to get really lucky to be able to get this. Yeah, I don't know, you know? Like the thing is like it's conflicting because the characters look really good and the gameplay is like really, it's okay. And some of the characters I think are done odd. Like you have a picture of Platinum Knight with none of his weapons and he's a tank-ish class that uses a shield to help your characters, you know, live longer. But in the anime, he's not a tank class. It seems like he is like maybe some sort of like bruiser, like close combat, and I thought that was weird, but it's fine because I like seeing him. That's cool. Nabe, which is fine. You have different versions of the same character, which like Albedo in full armor mode is more of a tank, and then you have Sheltier who's in full armor mode, which arguably should not be a tank, but whatever, you know. Having all these characters and pulling for more characters is like super cool and whatever, but the amount of investment to get them to catch up only progressively gets harder. Now you can transfer your relics over for sure, but you can't transfer the accessories, you can't transfer over the skills, and it seems like the pool of characters will continue to grow, and the synchro system doesn't really exist in this game, which is fine because I don't think the synchro system is any better necessarily, because then that means there's too many characters, but whatever. Continuing on with the characters, like one thing I was looking forward to was seeing the supreme ones in action, because like if the supreme ones are all kind of as strong as Ainz or Nier, that would be amazing to see, right? Like I thought that would be like crazy cool. But the thing is, the supreme characters, I think as you kind of see in the previous battle, they're just kind of supportive extra units. They don't take damage. They do damage, or they do buffs, or they have great passives, or whatever it is. And they just stand there uncontrolled, and you build the rage meter, and they do a skill. You can level up the skill to make them stronger, but I feel like when you build a rage meter for like a character like that, it should kind of be like in Honkai Star. Oh god, I hate making the comparison, but honestly, if someone's doing it well, then someone's doing it well. Like, what are you gonna do, you know? So like in certain events in HSR, when you build a the meter to use that extra skill, whether it be in a boss fight or whatever it is, I know in the one of those things where you refight the bosses, you have like something like that. I think that's neat, and it's like worth building, and doing that damage feels really impactful and super rewarding, but you just don't get the same vibe here, you know? And if you're like, you've seen the anime, you've seen what Ainz can do, you're probably thinking like, yeah, like hell yeah, I want to see him do these crazy attacks. And when he does, because you can unlock some of them early, it's kind of like, that's it. Like, shouldn't it be like more of like an Exodia moment where you get all the pieces together and then actually like annihilate the enemy? Super not the case, so whatever. I wish that they were just kind of gonna be like Archon levels of good as a character in this game, so you can use them. So maybe like it's worth saving for, and then or even like getting people to open up their wallets to be like, oh man, like Peroncino is coming in, and he's like gonna be the strongest range damage dealer, and I was not ready for it. And I really love the anime, and I really want to play the game, and I really want to have the character, and I really want to feel overpowered. Okay, like I guess I'm just gonna splurge a little bit because why not, or whatever. I'm not saying it's a good thing to do. I'm just saying that, like, you know, making them a sub character here is just kind of blah. I don't necessarily like it. It isn't for me, and it's just kind of whatever, you know. Now, let me leave for a second here. A thing that I despise with the game, and I use despise, I think, like, truly, is that the UI is just so beyond overcrowded. And I find that this happens in a lot of, like, Chinese games. Like, Dragon Raha was a game that I thought was going to be, like, I played it for a while, but, like, let's just count. Right? Let's count how many clickable icons there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. And I guess you could say 29. 29. Like, what? Like, why? You know? And some of these are like pulls, eh? Like, you know, this is a pull. It's like, or no, this is pull related, because this is the character that came out. But, like, I feel like some of these can be grouped together. This is old, but this, you know, and they have a drop-down menu here. Like, maybe consolidate a little bit. It's like they decided that there were all these things that needed to be done, and so they just made an icon for it. And they're like, okay, well, like, if we just grouped it in an organized manner, like how messy people have, like, messy desktop screens, it'll be fine. And I hate it because, one, this is just me. I hate seeing these little red dots because I'm like, okay, well, I gotta click on it. All right, cool. Gotta go back. Oh, better click on this one. All right, cool. And it just like, I actually dislike it. Oh, and the battle pass. 3 clicks in to get to this one. Just so we saw. 3 clicks, 4 clicks in to get to the whatever battle pass that one is. I don't know. Like, some of these things are super painful. Like, I feel like it could be organized a lot better. Like, if I go to my quests, right? My quests are like, you know, this is my resources, these are my challenges, and like some of these are tower events, some of them are like survival events, whatever. But if I need to farm a relic, which is, you know, relics, my gear, it doesn't walk me there. It walks me here. And now I gotta walk to my respect. Like, why is this not a list? Why is this not a list? Like, that's crazy. And then they give me the raid option, which is fine. You know, I have 2 raids. I collect, whatever, that's fine. No problem. That's, I mean, yes, problem. That's stupid. If I go to do my XP, I teleport, then I gotta walk? Why? Why are we walking, guys? You know, this game was 2024, but like, no walking, please. And none of them are like this. Should, like, yes, have this all on a page, but this should have all been one page where I would click on relic, and then it would expand to the relics sets that I want to do. Okay, again, some game I don't want to compare. HSR does it perfectly fine. And then, yes, it teleports me, but like, it teleports me directly in front of the little flower thing, and it opens up the stage right then and there. I don't have to do any additional clicks. It's a 2-click. Right here, it's like a click and a walk. And I feel like that's pure nonsense. Same with this one. Like, see? We did it here. Why didn't we do this with relics? Like, we did this with the, because this is for accessories. Well, we did it for some. And then for some, we're like, but they don't want to walk for this one. Is that insane? I feel like that's insane. I feel like someone is creating like discourse for fun. It's like microaggression or passive aggression or something, you know, like it sucks. The summoning system is like whatever. Honestly, it's not that bad. What's it called? The Holy English. The animation for them is not that bad. We'll do it really quickly. I have like 20 of these like little things. This is cool. All these doors open. You know? Ainz is gonna do his thing here. And then I'm gonna do like whatever. Just like click all over the place. Because I'm gonna activate the constellations. This pole is horrible. All the doors open and bada boom bada bing, I'm done. If you get someone good, like it'll show an animation. My animations are, you know, whatever, you know? Then you have a separate one for your light cones. You have your limited banner. Sarayusu. Brother, I am pulling for you, man. I don't, like an SSR, like that doesn't even make sense. How are you, this jabroni, the same level as the Floor Guardians? He's not. He's not. You know, he got slapped. And they're gonna be like, yo, pull on this new SSR. He has the ice weapon thingamabob. Like, bro, some of these things, like, I get it. Like, you know, you want to make the... No, I don't get it. Like, it's stupid. Just don't. It's nice that at least on the dailies, like, I can just click on one and it'll just accept them all. You know? That's cool. This, however, like, what? How did that happen? And more things to click. You know? Why? Why? I just... Oh, wait, look. Look. Oh, here we go. Typical. And guess what? Had to take up a space. We're at 30 now. Wait, what were we at? 29 or 28 before? Whatever. This is just... And this is why it was taking me so long to release, like, my review of this game. Because I liked it going into it. And then, like, as I continue to play it, I just continue to get more frustrated because there's too many clicks. There's too many ads. There's too many things all over the place. And it feels like someone didn't take a class on playing gacha games. Like, someone was hired to make a user interface, but it's like the games they played were strictly Chinese, because this is a Chinese thing. You know, I don't see a lot of other games, like some Korean games are not so bad, I want to say, but the Chinese games, when it comes to UI and overloading it on the screen, it's like you can go to any Chinese MMO that's like, you know, not bootlegged, but like their own little games there with the same like copy and paste RPG maker or whatever system. It'll be kind of like that. And then at least you get into the battle and it's like a little bit more clean and, you know, that's nice. But yeah, we can like play the EXs if anybody, you know, does it, but it's just unfortunate. It's unfortunate because I want to like this game. I really do. And I want like more games to be fun and cool in the gacha space. And I want gacha as like a whole to just improve so that way it can have its own quality games come out. But this, like, yeah, falling down. Like, you know, this is sick. You want to see this? And it's like, beep, 5505. And she just did 5282. Brother, help me help you, you know? Help me by like following through with the good stuff so I can help you by continuing to play it, be happy with it, and want to promote it of my free will. I think that's very fair. I think that's kind of it. Honestly, like, if you want to play it for a little bit, I think it's great to play for a little bit. There are just too many things to farm and not enough energy. Well, I got a lot of energy now, so I'm looking a lot like a liar. And then maybe they like actually listen to somebody out there to help make this for them or make it better for them or whatever you want to call it. But I don't know. As a main game, I don't think it should be anybody's main game, simply because it's just there's not that much return on your investment in terms of like feeling good about what you do, because it does feel like you're wasting a bit of time, and that kind of sucks. You know, like nobody wants to waste their time, and nobody wants to farm forever. The game is just like pure farming all the time, you know, and that's kind of lame. Like that's not really a game, you know. Like if all you're doing is just constantly farming for gear, it's just a crappy farming simulator with gear and equipment and resources, instead of actually playing a game that is supposed to be a beloved IP, I want to say. You know, like I don't know, that's just me, man. Like don't hate me for it. I'm just out here like wanting to play better games and different games and have different things, and you know. Oh, this thing is this other thing sucks too. Ah, man, just the EX system is so stupid because you have to share all of these with all of your characters of the same grade. So if I go over here, look, I have no this thing. I have EX points for him. I don't have diddly squat. But these things here, I have to share amongst other people. So I have to be picky and choosy with who I'm leveling up during that time, because I might not have enough to level up the character that I actually want to do. So I have to actually pay attention to, you know, what I'm doing, in fear of running short of resources. It just feels like nonsense, you know, a little bit. So whatever. Gameplay is fine. Animations are good. Like honestly, they're not bad. UI is a negative 1 million out of 10. Okay, UI is super trash, garbaggio, and I hate it. I hate it with all of my soul. Relic system, garbage. The other thing I hate about it is like all the levels that you need to do in order to like level up. Look at this. You saw that I was a level 10, but it goes to 25. 25 for what? So I can do like optimal CP. Oh my god, combat power is so trash. Like, just give me five stages. You know, give me the let's just use common colors that we've seen across gacha games and other video games that use a rarity scale, right? You got white, then what is it? Green, blue, purple, red, or yellow, right? Red or yellow. Give me 5. Don't give me 25 stages. 25 stages? Bruh, like, why? Who decided on 25 even? Why not just 20, right? Or 21? They're like, get to 21, then keep farming for gear so you can do 25, because the level cap at this point is only 100. Is someone just doing a copious amount of drugs and just messing around? Who put that together? Who built the vision board for how this game works? Like, they need to stop. Go to sleep, take a nap, drink some water, get back to it, and make a game that actually makes sense. Like, you know, like, stop giving me 55 things that I gotta click through. Oh my gosh. And even this, the fucking mansion system doesn't have to be a mansion system. Like, they make you go here so you can open up achievements and be able to like collect extra premium resources. Or this is a great thing to have, this passively farm stamina, but you have to walk to the table to eat so you can get it, which is like, you know, a part of like the stamina issue that exists in this game. But, you know, kudos to them for making that. And then I gotta go here and do even more clicks so I can do the other aspect of doing my dispatches, where these two are like for farming shards. This is equipment, other stuff, and it's just, and my god. And then on top of that, you know, as if none of that was already annoying, because like maybe you like that stuff, maybe you're like all about it. I mean, I'm so happy for you. I love that for you. Me, not so much. But they also decided to add is it here? Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna be able to find it. Oh, here we go. They decided to add a bond system / romance system or gifting, like, you know, These are so hard to come by the way, so they're not that easy. And like, there's no like, are you sure you want to use it? Like, if you click on it, you're just using it straight because like you just thought it's already taking you so many clicks to get here. As you've seen, I had to walk. Why is the bonding system not a part of the main menu though? You know, why aren't any of these easier to access? Like, you have to go here, you have to walk. Like, oh, let me just bond increase with Nabe. Like, I have to walk to her because she's a part of the mansion and she helps with the upkeep or whatever. And it's just pure nonsense. Like, I think that is so incredibly stupid. It is stupid. It is dumb. You know? Like, look, I clicked on dispatch. It took me to the room. Why do I have to click again? Brother, like, I already wanted to come here, man. Like, what? I feel like they made it. You know what it is, man? I know. I understand now. Yo, I'm breaking the code. They made this game to frustrate gacha players to see how far and how long you would go to playing this thing. I don't think this is real. I think this is just an anger simulator. It has to be, right? Who would intentionally do these things? Who? Nobody. Nobody would do these things. But Crunchyroll would. As if they didn't fail once with an Overlord game, they're like, another one. You know, the thing is that, like, you've seen the animation just now. You know, even for, like, him making, like, platinum dragon armor, doing the things and all these skills and all that. And it's just, like, it is visually appealing. I mean, the lag doesn't do you any justice. I'm sorry about that. Crappy PC, whatever. But it's like the bones are there. Some of the ideas are good, you know? Like, farming is easy. Some things make sense, but it's like how do I describe it? It's like a class project where the person that started first was really good, and then they're like, well, I've done my hours, now it's your turn. And every time they passed it along, that person was just progressively less skilled and more confused as to what it is. Because this looks like the kind of thing you would see in a gacha game 10 years ago, with things that you would see in a gacha game like even 2 years from now. You know, a lot of this stuff is great, and some of it is just really not. And I don't know I don't know why this is so frustratingly confusing to deal with, you know? Like, what? Why? Why? Oh, here's my alliance. I got kicked out of my last one, which is crazy because I made it. I got kicked out of my own guild. So that sucks. And my friends, I don't know, man. You know? I don't know, man. Like, this guy knew what was up 56 days ago. Similar to me, I guess. He was like, nah. I'm out. I don't want it anymore. Anyway, so I think that's gone long enough. This is just me being frustrated. I hope you guys are having way more fun with this game than most people probably give it credit for. I don't think it's like a bad game necessarily, but I think there's just a lot of things to work out on. I wouldn't even call this a review at this point. This is just a rant of my personal experience in playing this game, and maybe that's just how I'm gonna label it. And if for some reason you decided to watch up until this point, just like, subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments, because there is just no way that this is normal practice, you know? Or maybe it's normal practice, but there's no way this is good practice, because it does not feel good. Doesn't feel good. I wish it did. I feel like it could, and it's just not. So, whatever. And there's so many other things that I haven't even mentioned yet, I'm pretty sure. So talk about those in the comments too, man. Call it out. Like, I feel like Crunchyroll could have redeemed themselves with this one a little bit, and then they just decided to take a dump in the bed, like just a steaming, like pure, like laxative induced dump in the bed. And so it sucks. Anyway, thanks for watching though, guys, and listening if you did, and I appreciate you. I'll see you guys on the next one.